If there was somebody in King's Collective who was actually an alien just posing as a human,
Wow.
who would it be?
I've always thought that about you. Yes.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jet Nelson, and I'm here with some of the members of King's
What's
Collective.
going on?
And we've got... Wait, why are you already... What?
I don't know.
What? Was it the way
I'm
I
just
said my
happy
name?
to be here.
Woo! We're all happy to be here. We've got Alex Betsill, rhymes with pretzel, down there at the end.
You know that's right.
We've got Toby Scott of Alaska.
You know.
Yes.
And we have Jamie Werner, which is really weird. I have to call her Pastor Jamie. She's pastor. For you two, it didn't bother me so much. I don't know
All
why.
right. All right.
We just don't know each other well enough.
No, that's
why.
probably why. But we have these different members of King's Collective. So really quick, give a quick what is your role in King's Collective? How long have you been engaged? We can start with you down there.
Sure. So up front, what everybody sees is like singer-songwriter, I guess, and nobody asked me to play keyboard yet, so I don't know. I guess I'm not that yet.
But he could
someday. I will
if we
be.
wanted.
You know, if Pastor Milo would let me. No, I'm just joking. So it's just singer, I guess, in front of everybody. But then on the back end, definitely songwriting. But then, working with approval of production and things like the sound and lyrical stuff. But in addition to that, the trademarking and all the legal side of things and the monies and things that are shifting back and forth. So that type of stuff.
Yeah,
But
fixes the grammar too.
He's basically the one that gets yelled at if everything goes wrong. I've
that is
seen
a
that.
piece of the puzzle.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
we love
call
that
me the
about him.
scapegoat.
And Minister Toby, tell us what your role is. Where are you at?
I
in
am
King's
also a singer. I'll say songwriter in its own right, but singer, majority, pianist as well, but I haven't got asked neither, so not alone.
He's my kid's favorite singer. Yeah. I'm singing. I'm singing is his favorite. Yeah.
Oh, that one is good.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
Every time I come
thank
to
you.
Maui, I always have to tell him, I'm like, I'm going to go see Minister Toby.
That's fun.
And he's
That's
like,
fun.
yeah, it's
That's
great.
cool.
You're celebrity, celeb status. Wow. And Pastor Jamie, how long have you been a part of King's Collective?
Oh, my word. How long has King's Collective been around? Because
We couldn't figure it out.
yeah, I was here pre-King's Collective. Let's say that.
That's true.
And
Unto
I was
one?
here straightway. I was here
Oh,
during straightway days.
You're going way back there.
I don't know what that
So
is.
It's Pastor Chris's first group that
Ooh.
did the first recording.
What decade was that?
For Kings?
Oh, my goodness.
What decade was that?
I really don't know. I'm asking genuinely.
1900. Wait, let's see.
1800s?
Oh, my
That's
gosh.
the wrong century.
And then the other question
that
is,
the
how,
1900s?
how
Is that
many
20th
ponytails did
century?
you have?
How many what?
Ponytails.
Ooh, we had lots of ponytails.
Oh, yeah.
There was two back
Hair
then,
for
right? They're
days.
like this or
Oh,
something.
She
like
has
yeah.
great hair.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys do have great hair.
Thank you. That is a genetic blessing that I've passed on to my family. It's their inheritance.
Wow.
But so I've been here a long time. That's all I have to say about that.
Okay, well, there you go. Okay, I'm going to start with some fun questions. So this is this or that. Here's the rule. Don't think, just answer, okay? We'll start with some easy ones. I'll start down here. Singing or dancing?
Dancing.
Mustaches or palm trees?
Definitely mustaches.
Badges or shrimps?
What's the second one?
Shrimps.
Shrimps.
That's the answer. Socks or shorts?
Shorts.
Sweaty or stinky?
Ooh. Sweaty.
What? That's crazy. You're just sweaty all the time.
Can deal with sweat. Can't deal with stank.
Dude, some bad smells out there. No,
Yeah,
thank you.
that's true. Okay. Minister Toby.
So this is what I would prefer.
Yeah.
You don't think about it. You just answer one. Just the first one.
All right.
Okay. Q-tips or floss?
Q-tips,
Backpacks or frisbees?
backpacks,
Calves or forearms?
caps,
Matcha or coffee?
matcha.
Oh, good answer. Good answer. So much better for you.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Well, most people put sugar in it.
That's true.
But most people put sugar in coffee too.
No.
No, man, a lot
No.
of people
Real
do, but
coffee
I think
drinkers.
Yeah. The true
I hate
ones.
coffee.
I mean,
okay.
Tylenol or Advil?
Oh, Tylenol.
Tylenol. Is there a difference?
I don't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is there?
yeah. I knew that.
I've never taken
Okay.
Advil. So I
Okay,
don't know.
Pastor Jamie.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Screaming goats or tap dancing flamingos?
Tap dancing flamingos.
That's the right answer.
Yes, it is.
Live in a bouncy castle or on a giant slice of toast?
Bouncy castle.
Yeah, that's the right answer. Time traveling squirrel or multilingual toaster?
Oh, I've already got a multilingual toaster, so let's do the squirrel.
Hold on.
It's called Google.
It toasts your bread?
It does. It does
What?
everything. No,
Do you have
it
a slave
doesn't.
robot? You have a toaster that speaks multiple languages?
No, you know what? I'm sorry. Let's just be honest.
Okay, yeah.
I have a kitchen Google that does everything, and it's right next to the toaster.
There
Does
you
that
go.
count?
Okay. all
Sure.
right,
That
all right.
should count.
No, it does.
So
It does.
So the tap dancing squirrel? No. What was it?
I don't-
Something. I'll take
Time
the
traveling
squirrels.
squirrel.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Okay, let's get real. If there was somebody in King's Collective who was actually an alien just posing as a human,
Wow.
who would it be?
I've always thought that about you. Yes. I mean, if you
not
you
doing
ask the question and you set yourself up,
No!
because I've always thought that about
Stop.
you.
I always thought that about Pastor Alex.
Really?
I felt like he gives like alien, like not
Well,
really quite
maybe
sure
a
how to be
little bit,
human vibes.
But and
I do
Milo-
have my
Mi-
awkward moments.
Pastor Milo definitely, because
Yeah.
he's way too talented for human
yeah.
capacity.
He is an alien, but not anymore. He's American now.
He just got his U.S. citizenship.
He did.
It's like
Let's get serious now.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that possible?
it is
Probably
so
not.
serious.
So, what is King's Collective? Someone give us a definition. Pastor Alex.
Yeah, it's just a collection of singers, songwriters, musicians from around Kings that are really just purposing to worship the Lord, number one, I think, but also produce music that our churches and other churches can worship to. And so that's really been the
So
direction and
good.
the focus on it. Yeah.
And what's something unexpected that's happened since King's Collective's conception?
Unexpected.
Anyone can answer that.
Man, well, I can tell you from just the circle of friends that I have in from working shows in Branson, which aren't even connected to King's Collective, they are super excited about the music that's coming out of King's. They said, we've been looking for music like this, worship music that is very about God and to God and extremely worshipful, not just about, you know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with a good testimony
Right.
song, you know, saying what God has done for me and it's all about me. But there was a need.
nothing wrong with that,
You know,
though.
I love to see music come out that is all about God and the holiness of God and the goodness of God. And
Yes.
so we've added a lot to the church worship scene. And to see people that aren't even Kings singing this music, worshiping it and worshiping with it in their church is so amazing, because you're seeing that we're not that small. Like, there are other people that love God like we do.
Yep.
And are joining in agreement with us, which to me is the ultimate spiritual warfare win.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's great. And what is the mission of King's Collective? Minister Toby.
I would believe, Kevin, off what these two has mentioned and said, I would believe is to, again, put out some material that allows churches, individuals to understand that, you know, God is alive. He's alive, and like Pastor was saying, it's not always about just giving testimonies, but actually showing that there's an intimacy between you that you can have,
Right.
and that it can be broadcast over different platforms. And so I think that's been the vision of King since I've been a part of it. And I'm pretty sure it was that before then too, but I think the music that has been coming out now has just been central focus on that perspective.
That's
so awesome.
good.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this is kind of a shift in the direction of the question, but since you guys are all seasoned worshipers and seasoned pastors and ministers, what advice would you give someone who feels burnt out on worship? Someone on team who feels like they just don't have anything to give
I think it
anymore.
always starts with your personal, like what's happening with you. I know for me, whenever I start feeling like dry, I think it's because I've leaned a little too much on the worship experience in the church, maybe. Because for me, everything started on a piano where no one was around, right? And so that's my true love language with the Lord, and that's where I always have been filled up. And so I would say that's like, go back there. Where was the spark? Where did that start for you? Go back to that original place. And that's where I always have to revisit. Anytime I'm getting dry or stuff like that. Yeah, there's exterior things that are pushing and pressure. But, when you're close to the Lord and you're in that, you've had your time of prayer and worship with the Lord on a regular basis, and that hasn't been disrupted, it's easy to overcome those things that are coming exterior that are pressures. But I've noticed for me is that when I, get really busy and I don't take the good times with the Lord that I want every day, then it's easy for me to get, I guess, overwhelmed by exterior things. And I think that's where burnout comes from.
Yeah.
Is losing the place of where it started, the love, I guess, relationship with the Lord first, and then, and losing your peace ultimately. So, yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so if someone had never heard of King's Collective before, where would you tell them to start as far as like this song? Start here.
My first one, honestly, would be Exalted.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That would be the first one, because that song just, to me, that's a generational song that will never get old. And then, not to be biased, but I'm singing.
Yeah, those are the two answers from the other group.
Which is funny because, and I'm about to become transparent. Don't be mad at me, but when I was first asked to sing that song, I was like, "Are you serious? I want Give Me Life." That's the song I wanted, right?
That was BJ Putnam's song.
I was like, I really want that song. Give
me
Life. And then when I didn't get a chance to, I didn't get a chance, but I was talking to
I can see you putting more like soul onto Giving Me Life.
I just felt that one, like, oh yeah, I could groove to this one. I could, So when I'm singing, I was like, man, I keep the kink. I don't know if this is, and so I really didn't expect it to come out the way it did, and until we actually did the rehearsal, and I was thinking in my head the whole time. I was like, man, I don't really know how I'm really gonna lead this song until that rehearsal, and when I sung it. And I saw the response. I was like, "Oh wow, maybe this is got something
awesome.
So that song, I think, because it was a song that I didn't even think was gonna, do what it did. But yeah, that one I'm singing, and definitely about hands down, Be Exalted.
What about you guys? Do you have a
Oh yeah, for sure. Recent is Bless the Lord for sure. That one's like amazing.
with vocals by Joy Werner?
Well, here's the other interesting thing. I was going to say Everything is Different too. So
That's one of
both
mine.
sung by Minister Joy.
She's our own Tori Kelly.
And she's killing it. But I don't know. Those two songs are just great for me.
They're great. Pastor Jamie, do you have a favorite?
Everything is different now. And of course, like everything you guys just said, I am in total agreement.
Right.
Love Be Exalted. Love, those are my go-tos. Every time Minister Joy in our church does the song that you do, I'm sorry, I'm singing, I'm dancing. Like I get super excited. I love that song. But also when she does Everything is Different,
so good.
I love it so much. Like, I mean, it's very hard to contain myself. I just want to do one of those Jericho runs and dance all over and get the flags. And start,
Get a flag. Get the flags. We have it. No. Okay. Do you have a song that you've... Okay. This is a random question. What happened?
I'm going back to Get the Flag. I'm sorry.
We have a lot of like extra versions of songs, like studio version of this song or acoustic version of that song. Do you have a favorite like alternative version of one of our songs?
When Pastor Grace and Minister Nu'u did the English and Hawaiian version of In Your Name on the beach, oh man.
Yeah, that is a good one.
I mean, I was there for them recording it, so that to me was like just special and just raw. but they killed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good one.
Yeah, that one for me too. And then the the sold out version. that you
Sold
guys did,
Out.
That was pretty cool. I was
that was
like,
cool.
oh, I like
We've like
that.
rap. We've
Yeah.
rap.
And it
That's
had a very, very different type of feel, tempo to it. So I like that. too.
Yeah.
I would love to hear from each of you kind of like what your current role is, but also maybe how you started, like where you started and where
good.
you are now.
Cool.
I love that.
Who do you
You
want to
start
go?
here.
Okay, I'll start. So I started out as Dr. Morocco's daughter, eldest daughter, and started out so Maui. Grew up in Maui, and honestly, oh my gosh, I just have to say, Pastor Chris and Melissa, when they moved here, I was 13 or 14 years old, and they were a saving grace to me. They were prayed in by my parents, and they brought so much purpose to my life. And we started traveling and singing, and loved them. They just were lifesavers to me, and such a gift from God. And really put a passion for music. Even though I've always liked music, they made singing and worship so much fun and brought everything to such a life. And so then I went to college to pursue music, and then met my husband in college, who took me to Ozark, Missouri, which is where he's from. And for years I thought, why am I in misery? Why I want to be in Hawaii. So finally, after 14 years of living in Ozark, Missouri, God convinced Pastor John, my husband, to come, and we moved
but
here
you
to
hey
Maui.
wait, you left out what you did there
Oh,
in
we were
Branson.
kids pastors. Oh, and then God opened a door for me to be on the stage at Sight and Sound Theater for 6 seasons, 4 years of Noah, 2 years of, if you don't know what Sight and Sound is, it's an awesome Broadway style biblical show, and 2 years of Joseph, and then God called us to Maui to be the young adult pastors. But around like just 6 months of being here, I was put in position of being the worship leader here, the music director here, and that was amazing and stressful. And Pastor Grace was my saving grace. I mean, she so gifted, so talented. Without her, I would have just crumbled and died. I mean, like she
Should put a picture of her.
Oh yeah, please.
Right there.
Beautiful, talented person who just walked in humility, even though she was so much more gifted than me and could take my job in a heartbeat. She just was so humble and so beautiful. So I just love her. I've got to put that in there. And then God called us, after being here for 6 years, he called us back to Ozark, Missouri. And the cool thing is, he called my daughter, Joy Werner, to Ozark with us. And she is now our worship leader and is rocking it
amazing.
out. We have the best worship in all of Missouri. Sorry,
It's
Pastor
amazing.
Chris, but we do. We
No
do.
offense, Pastor Chris.
Them's fighting words. Okay, and now let's hear kind of your story.
Okay, well, I currently live in Alaska, but I'm not from Alaska.
Oh.
I am originally from New York.
Oh.
Born and raised in New York.
Which
and
borough?
Brooklyn.
Oh, let's go.
So fast forward all those years, been in music all my life, but as far as ministry goes and where I'm at now, I was previously in the military, retired in Alaska, 26 years, and started going to Kings in 2014, and met Pastor Alex.
That's right. I remember the day you walked into worship practice, man.
Met Pastor Alex. He was the worship leader at the time, and me and him instantly hit it off. I mean, it was like almost match made in heaven type of deal.
Yep.
And then he got called to come to Maui. So when he got called to come to Maui, I was on the worship team, but I was, just a member at the time. And Pastor Alex kind of brought me in his wing, was like, hey, because he saw the gift, and he's like, hey, I want you to help me with this, that, and the third. So I did that. He left, came to Maui, and then I became the assistant of the worship leader at that time. And then shortly thereafter, and all this, I'm going to throw this out there too, just to show that faith in God, awesome. But I did not play any instruments. I've been in music. I could tell you how to do stuff. So I was like that child prodigy with no instrument type of experience, but I didn't play any instruments. So started playing my own keys at my house in 2014. Started leading behind the keys in 2015. And been leading since then. And now I'm the worship director. So
It's awesome.
Hey,
That's
yeah,
how
it's
it
really
works.
cool.
Good job.
And where in Alaska for people who don't know?
Wasilla, Alaska. It's the suburb part of Anchorage.
Yeah. How is it right now?
It is beautiful, actually. It's about 65 degrees, 24-hour daylight. Beautiful.
How was it like 6 months ago?
6 months ago, it was not beautiful. It was 24-hour darkness. About
No, that's not that bad.
24
It feels
hours.
like that.
It felt like it. I mean, we
got like 6 hours a day left or
Normally,
something
in
like
the
that.
month
Oh,
of
that's
March, normally that's our breakup. March, April. Well, the last 2.5 weeks of March, we got a huge dump of snow. So that was like horrible. So that made yeah. So
That's wild.
But yeah,
You may be in the wrong place. You may need to move to Missouri.
No.
You don't like snow or cold or
I'll
dark.
get
The
there
beautiful
too.
things about Kings, we're one church
Right.
in many locations.
Yes,
So,
you can go anywhere now.
yeah. Okay, Pastor Alex, tell us about.
From birth till now.
Please.
Okay.
Don't
Okay.
forget any details.
Yeah, I won't. So, born in Pomona, California. When I was 5, we moved to Kauai for 1 year. Then, I was 6, we moved here. And when we moved here, we started to go to Kings.
Yeah.
So I've been in Kings since I was 6 years old. And so we got saved senior year of high school. And after that, I went through KSM, King School of Ministry, and graduated, been on staff. Graduated the 2-year Bible school. And then they immediately hired me onto staff. From then I did youth ministry, and then I was always leading worship and doing that. And then I got married in 2010. 2011, Shelby and I moved up to Alaska for 7 years, and became the worship pastor up there. And I remember Minister Toby walking in to worship practice. Man, he sang. The first time he sang, I was like, dude, I had like tears come to my eye.
Wow.
I'm not joking. It was cool, and he's my brother over here. But was there for 7 years, and the Lord called us back here. And honestly, wasn't even doing worship. I was in the media department and totally out of my comfort zone and doing stuff I've never done before. And then most recently, Pastor Grace got married and moved over to Oahu.
Yes,
Lord
she did.
bless them. Bless them. But then got asked to step into a greater role. So now me and Minister New are running the music ministry here on Maui and doing all the good stuff.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite of all of the? Because you've done. It sounds like all of you have done a lot of things. So where did you feel like you thrived in your like best?
Yeah, always
place?
for me the greatest years of my life have been doing worship ministry. So
It's the right
everything
answer.
else has been great and really not awesome sometimes, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, I think that no matter, to me, any job you do, there's a little bit of a downside. But for
Right.
me, it's like music ministry and worship leading and leading people in the worship ministry is like majority pleasurable for me. So I love it.
Do you two agree? Like, do you,
Oh, yeah, hands down.
You don't
I
like
enjoy
miss
it.
kids ministry or anything?
You know what's weird? When you asked that question, I thought probably the worst time in my life was being a music director. I'm not kidding. I mean,
But you were doing productions and stuff at the same
that's it.
time.
The productions
Okay.
really stressed
And that's
me
like a
out, and
niche.
I felt totally inadequate.
And that's Minister Jet's niche,
For the
you know?
position. I felt totally
Yeah.
It's
inadequate
own
for
thing.
the position. But what's interesting is my husband, when I met him, he came from a line of children's ministers. And so I told him when we were dating, he wanted me to marry him. I said, I will marry you, but promise me we will never do kids ministry.
Oh, my goodness.
Like that is the one thing I'll do any
You
other
should never
ministry,
say that.
but kids ministry, promise me. And he said, oh no, that's not my calling. I'm not going to do that. And then within like the first year of our marriage, we were called into kids ministry, and we did that for 14 years.
Wow.
Kids ministry. But what's so cool now when I think back,
You were the worship pastor when I moved back to Maui.
Yes, I was.
Okay, you have to finish your story, and then I got a story.
Oh man, and I was so. Do you remember how grateful I was that you moved back?
No, but
I got a story for her.
Not that I would. I didn't think you were ungrateful.
Do you remember that I went to my dad and said, "Please bring Pastor Alex here"? Do you remember that? What? Okay,
I'm sure you did.
Why did you not remember?
I don't
any
remember.
Of that?
I don't know.
Anyway, all these wonderful people are here, and I'm now in Missouri, but that's okay. But looking back, let me just say this: looking back on my life, the kids ministry was one of the best. I mean, I still have a lot to live, but in my past, the kids ministry was such a blessing to my life. Because not only did I get to invest in children, but I saw the opportunity that God gave me to invest in other children's lives, other people's kids' lives, has been multiplied back to my children. Wow. And so God set me up for success with my children. And God does that. And so now I just see that was such a beautiful time in my life. And I would never exchange it.
That's amazing. Kids ministry plug. Amen.
So can I
so great.
Okay, we gotta hear your story.
2015 was my first Maui conference that I came to, and that's when I met Pastor Jamie, and I never forget it. She came and she said, "You do choirs?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Can you teach us a song?"
That's right. That was the most fun.
Yeah, she said, "Can you teach us a song?" I said, "Well, how much time I got?" She said, "You got 10 minutes." I said, "I got 10 minutes to teach a song for offering." And she said, "Yes."
Welcome to Kings, baby.
Remember that thing that we learned about different people groups? I'm the spontaneous. Let's just do this and see what happens.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And so we was in the choir room, and all the individuals it was probably about 60, 70 people. It was so many people. I was like, oh my gosh. So when I taught them the song "God Wants a Yes," and we did it a cappella. So that was really cool.
After 10 minutes.
Wow.
10 minutes.
That's
10-minute
wild.
10 minutes.
Acapella offering song.
Yeah.
No,
Okay, listen. No, okay. I have to tell this story, and I laugh and giggle so much around Pastor Jamie because she is spontaneous, and I have so many funny memories. Okay, but I have to tell you,
I'm scared.
I have to tell you,
Oh, no.
I moved back here, and I remember being up in the crow's nest. Okay, for those of you who don't know, the crow's nest was like the back of the sanctuary, second floor, up on this balcony, and that's where we had the Pro Presenter computer. Okay, and I remember Pastor Grace and Pastor Jamie leading worship. It's first service. What time was service? 6:30 in the morning back then.
Yeah.
Something 6 in the morning or something like that. And I remember like we had the song lists somehow wrong, and John Leslie was running Pro Presenter, and I'm standing next to him because I'm in charge of media. And the first song starts, and Pastor Jamie starts leading the first song, and she's like going into it, and we could not find the song. So she goes into the chorus of the song, and she goes, sing it. She's singing, "Freedom by Jesus Culture." And straight up tells us the name of the song and the artist, so we can Freedom by Jesus Culture.
Yes.
It's called problem solving.
Never in my life, but Pastor Jamie, she made a way.
That is great.
We just learned this. I wish I would have learned this a long time ago. You don't ever embarrass the people that are in the sound booth or the media. And I did that a lot. I'm like, oh no, I can't hear myself. I'm not going to sing if I can't hear myself, or stuff like the words would be nice. I don't have all this memorized.
Oh, not the words.
For some reason, I never got fired. I don't know why.
We're not sure to this day. We're still asking ourselves, how is she still around?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's finish off with a fun one. I want to know what each of you wanted to be when you grew up.
I know exactly.
All right.
But you gotta have been born in the 70s to remember this. I wanted to be a solid gold dancer.
Oh.
No idea what that is.
Look it up.
Can you tell
us? No, don't look it up. It's so vulgar.
Oh. That's exciting to know.
I don't know why I was allowed to watch that either, So that
Dr. Morocco.
Excuses,
we need to have a talk about that.
Right. For those of you who know, you know.
You know.
I know.
And I don't.
You know?
And I don't either. I don't know what that is. Late 80s here.
Ooh, I was a 90s baby.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Okay.
For me, being the fact that I wasn't raised in church, I wanted to be an R&B singer.
Well, look at you.
So yeah.
your dream basically came true.
Came
but better.
true. Yes.
My
Better.
solid gold
better.
dancing dreams came true too.
Well, I was really into baseball, so I wanted to be a baseball player.
Oh, how'd
Yeah.
that go for you?
Definitely not good.
No.
But I played all the way through high school, went to
Oh,
states
okay.
and all that, and
Right.
had a
Good job.
500 batting average for all of you who didn't
I
know
don't
that.
what that means either.
Yeah, that means every other time you go up to bat, you get on
On
base.
base.
Wow. Why don't they just say that?
Good. Yeah.
Well,
It's too long.
It's a
Yeah.
longer
Yes.
explanation. All right. Well, this has been really exciting, and it's been,
been
an,
fun.
it has. Yeah? I feel like my
Yeah.
matcha wore off halfway through that,
Oops.
but that's
Happens. That's the curse of
if
matcha.
you guys had fun, that's what matters.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what matters most. And if you guys had fun, make sure you're following King's Collective. Make sure that you listen to our music.
Yes.
You know exactly where to start now, and be sure to keep following because we've got new music coming out, and it's
Yes,
going to be
we
really,
do.
really
Yes, we
awesome.
do.
And
So
we're going to be
exciting.
recording tomorrow.
That is
In
so
fact, we've got a
exciting.
rehearsal to go to like now.
Oh yeah,
no.
we're late.
Actually.
We're late.
Okay.
So,
Whoops.
all right, we'll see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.